This is the CIS Battle Droid Mountain Fortress. A steep path, filled to the brim with defenses, is the only way to the top. And at the top is a walled-off area with hundreds of battle droids and a huge amount of weaponry. I only know of one clone trooper capable of taking on such stark defenses. Captain Rex and his 501st Clone Trooper Legion. So, let's go ahead and build Captain Rex, his army. Alright boys, the 501st Legion is now ready to rock. They've got ATRTs, TX-130Ts, as well as ATTEs, and a whole bunch of infantry to boot. Let's go ahead and see how they do in this mountain fortress assault. Real quick, huge thank you to Instant Gaming for sponsoring this video. They have literally the best deals in gaming. I use it all the time. If you like Star Wars games, Lego Star Wars for $2. Star Wars Battlefront 2 for $9. One of my favorite Star Wars games, Jedi Knight Jedi Academy, $1.70. If you want to play the Star Wars Galaxy at War mod, Men of War Assault Squad 2, $3. Extremely popular games can be up to 99% off. Link in the description below. Thank you to Instant Gaming for sponsoring the channel. Thank you guys for watching. Let's get into the video. Alrighty then boys, we're starting this thing off in slow motion here because there's so many clones and droids on the battlefield that if we went in regular speed right off the bat, it would lag out and probably crash the game. But it's not too laggy when in slow motion. The clone trooper army is receiving incredible amounts of fire right off the rip, so they're kind of all standing still and just returning as much fire as they possibly can, which is probably a good idea. Suppress the droids, try and take a few of them out, etc, etc. The ATRTs are just hanging out though. They are not running on forward like they normally do. In fact, one of them gets their gunner shot out almost immediately. These things do have grenade launchers, but they have to be very, very close to actually use them, but they can be devastating. So I'd rather see them marching on forward and utilizing their grenade launchers than what they're doing right now. There we go. One of them is moving out here. Forward! March! Go, my friend! Oh, no. Oh! That actually whizzed right by it, and it tripped on a root and fell down. Incredible! ATRTs doing horrible at the start of this battle, but at the very least, the 501st Clone Troopers seem to be doing a little bit better, getting a lot of output fire against the Battle Droid army here, who is getting very, very suppressed, and a number of them getting shot down early in this here battle. There's also some commando droids on the battlefield as well, so those are going to be the bigger threats that they gotta watch out for. You can see ATTE off in the distance over here amongst the, I don't know, some sort of wheat field or something like that. They've taken out the beam turret gunner over this way. That's a pretty good score. Killed all these droids over here. So it seems like the far right flank of the droid army is doing a lot worse than the far left flank because their defenses are not holding up too well. It could have to do with the clones having 3 ATTEs over here. I don't know about you guys, but I'm thinking that might have something to do with it. It might have a slight cause of this predicament for the droids. The middle ground over here is seeing more droids going down and dying now, but you can see from the fires off in the distance that the droids have done some serious damage to the clone trooper army right off the rip here, and they're going to continue to do more damage as more explosions take out ATRTs, and as a result also explode some of the clone trooper infantry around them. That's the problem, is when one of these vehicles explodes, it has the potential to kill a ton of clone troopers on the ground around it. You know, they're pretty good vehicles, but they can cause a lot of peripheral damage. Captain Rex and the rest of his squad are over here on the far right. In fact, a ton of the 501st has taken to the woods off to the right, probably getting pushed away from the center battlefield just due to the sheer number of explosions that are striking out in that area of the battle. We've got a number of dead 501st over here, but more over this way. Continue pushing. And quite frankly, this is one of the easier portions of the battle, I would say, for the Clone Trooper army. They should be able to make it out of this with a solid number of troops left. It's really when they're up on the mountaintop where they're going to start seeing some mass casualties and choke point defenses from the droids. That's where the real issues, I think, are going to be coming in. We do have an AAT over here exploded, same with this one over this way. Couple more on the cliff top over here, though, still firing out. It's a foggy map, so it's kind of hard to see the clones way out here, but rockets also striking the trees out this way. Clone Troopers just now sort of emerging from this jungle forested area over here. ATTEs also pushing forward. ATRTs attempting to push way ahead of the ATTEs as well right now, but that thing is as good as dead probably pretty soon, as the driver is very exposed up there and can get shot down pretty easily. Clone Trooper infantry also surrounding around here. Oh, it's getting interesting, baby. It's getting interesting. Let me go ahead and actually turn down the fog on this map real quick. Okay, there we go. That's a lot less fog, which is great. So now we can see a little bit more of the battlefield here and see the targets that the AATs up yonder are actually firing at. A lot of these droids up here don't have sniper rifles, so they're just kind of chilling until the clones get closer, which is probably a good thing. It'll stop them from having a target painted on their backs. AAT taking long shots over here at some of these TXs. Whew! There are a lot of dead clones out here. Yikes. Luckily, most of them hid in the woods over here where they are exploding some poor villager speeder bikes. How are they going to get to the market now? What's up with that dude? More clones actually making it into the village area over here. They're just going to flush out some of these droids with some granatas, which I think is a fantastic idea. You know, why expend... Oh... Well, that trooper did die. You should have just let the grenade do its work, bro. Why expend troops when you can just expend one of your 4 thermal detonators inside of your kit? It just makes a lot more sense to do that. I don't know. That's just me, though. Over here, we've got a trench line still fully stocked with droids. This one as well, very much so active on the battlefield. These AATs up here are starting to get shot at a little bit, probably by ATTEs or TX-130Ts is my guess. I don't think clone rockets are going to have the reach. There goes one of the AATs right now, and a huge explosion takes over the tank, and she is gone, baby. Alrighty then. Oh, and another explosion hitting on the cliffside right there. Not too shabby. A lot more dead clone troopers down this way. It has been a bloody battle for them so far. Let's go ahead and actually check it out. So, red are dead clone troopers. Yellow are dead battle droids. Quite a number of dead clone troopers out this way. The droids also, though, taking some serious losses in their preliminary defenses here. So, it's not a complete L for the clones, although they definitely have taken more losses than the droids at this point. But there goes another droid AAT tank, which will be very helpful for the clones going forward. Now, the clones are just kind of cleaning up the last few trenches down here, so why don't we go ahead and do an overhead time-lapse until the clones reach about here. There we go, boys. More have died on the battlefield, so the lag should be subsiding for the most part. Not quite to the point where we could go in full speed ahead, but it should be a lot better now. More clone troopers are dying here. There's been some skirmishing at this level for quite some time now, especially these clones out in the open. I don't know why they're out in the open. There's so much cover that they can utilize, but So many of them are just standing right in the middle of an open field. It's so stupid. They're still getting hit hard by artillery. I believe it's from these big boy guns up here. These are actually anti-aircraft CIS guns. However, they can be pointed at the ground and used as artillery. They have 3 of them up here, and I think that's what's firing periodically down yonder. We've also got a number of ATTEs coming in nice and close here, which could definitely be very helpful in the foreseeable future. These trench lines, surprisingly, staying alive for quite an amount of time, despite the high scrutiny that they are under. There are a ton of shots going in at these boys, and yet they're still able to survive. It's pretty impressive, honestly. Let's actually go ahead and take a look at the death toll currently on the battlefield. Yellow are dead droids, red are dead clone troopers, so you can see where the clone troopers are continuing to take hefty losses as they push further in towards the village area here, and eventually to the mountain fortress defense here. I think a lot of the losses are from snipers. Yeah, like this droid way back here has 4 kills. This one's got 7. These guys have none because, well, they have lighter high-range rifles. This guy's got 13 kills. Yeah, so it's a lot of the droids way back here. This guy's got 7. This guy's got 6. Super far away from the front lines, but they've got sniper rifles, so they're able to pick off clone troopers with ease. All right, let's go ahead and bump it up to 2 speed here. I'm hoping these TXs will come pretty far forward and start maybe running over some of the droids' defenses. That's something TXs always do in these battles, is that they literally just roll up to sandbags and start squashing them so the droids don't have defensive areas anymore. They are taking some pot shots at some of these droids back here, which is great. Hopefully killing some of those snipers back there. That would be ideal. Oh, rocket troopers taking huge shots at clone troopers up here and getting profuse amounts of kills. Ooh, that was their own TX, so they should get back up because friendly fire damage is not too damaging in this game. I currently do not see Captain Rex anywhere. Ooh, mass casualties there from some type of explosion. My goodness. I have a feeling Rex is probably still alive because he does have hero health, so at the end of the day, he is one of the most powerful clone troopers on the battlefield, but he could have died. He has the potential to die always, as all of the clone troopers do, but, you know, usually hero units do tend to stay alive for a lot longer during these Star Wars Galaxy and War Mod battles. This line of droids is so good. I mean, none of them have died at this point. This guy's got 1 kill. This commando has 2. This guy's got none. This guy's got 11. This guy's got 1. This guy's got 5. This guy's got 2. This guy's got 21. This guy's got 2. And this guy's got none. Okay, well, 2 of them have no kills, but the rest all are toting kills. And they're continuing to get fire out at the clone troopers. This lineup alone is probably responsible for, like, 40 kills against the clone troopers, which is super impressive. God dang. These trenches are absolutely popping off. Oh, and yes, that rocket droid's still getting kills up here. All right, we can see here clones are starting to fire up the mountainside here. By the way, I don't think I mentioned this, but this is a Rollum created map. If you guys have been following the channel for some time, you'll know Rollum is one of the best Star Wars Galaxy War Mod creators right now, and he continues to bring forward absolute banger maps like this one here. So huge shout out to Rollum because he really does make some awesome maps that are really fun, really creative. I've commissioned some stuff from him in the past, but this was just a free map he made for the community, and all of his maps are available on the Steam Workshop if you want to check them out. Seriously, highly recommend. He is a GOAT map maker at this point and has made so many great maps that we've played on this channel. Either way, the clones are sending hundreds of troops all at once to go and try and deal with this tiny little trench over here. They're starting to finally get kills on these guys. Their reign of terror is coming to a close, but the fact that the clones have lost so many troopers at this point is intimidating. This is definitely going to be a battle of attrition long term. The droids need to slowly but surely get a lot of kills, and they are doing that by starting off amazing here. The clones still have to zigzag up this way through trench after trench of droid defense. It is going to be absolutely brutal. This is finally dying over here. Let's go ahead and time-lapse here, and we can watch the clones coming up here, because this is going to be a long battle, and there are parts like this one which have a little bit more boring combat. So let's watch as the clones start making their way up here. Alright, there we go, boys. It took them a few minutes of lollygagging around, but they finally made it up to this point here. So, let's go into full speed, because I think enough have died on the battlefield that is possible. These droids going down relatively easy, but they did get some kills earlier on the clones back this way. And a lot of clones ended up dying over here from these droids as well as these droids, just being able to shoot them up really, really nicely. So now the clones need to start the long, arduous process of curving their way up this mountain defense here, and they've taken some significant losses. So if you look at the mini-map right now, at the top left, blue are clone troopers left alive, red are droids left alive. All the clone trooper infantry is right here. This is everything pretty much. There's like a couple stragglers over here from TXs that ended up flipping. Then there's ATTEs, but they're not gonna be able to traverse this. I mean, I know they're called all-terrain vehicles, but they are most certainly not in this mod. But I would like to see how many kills they got. So this TX has 3 kills and 1 tank kill. This one has 1 infantry kill. This ATTE has 51 infantry kills and 2 vehicle kills. This one has 9 infantry kills, and this one has 25 infantry kills and 2 vehicle kills. So the ATTEs have clearly been clearing out a lot of the enemy forces. They have been vital to the clone trooper push up until this point, and now they're going to be gone pretty much. I mean, yes, they can technically shell up here, but I kind of doubt they'll be able to. Maybe they'll be able to worm their way up here, but I highly doubt it. I just have very little confidence in the AI being able to actually bring those ATTEs up here, because those tanks just are no good in this mod when it comes to pathfinding. Even if I were to micromanage them up here, it would be very, very difficult. So this really is going to be mostly an infantry battle for the clone troopers from this point out. But that being said, most of the clone troopers now should have a higher veterancy, because these are the survivors, and they've gained enough skill points from hitting shots as well as getting kills and things like that, that hopefully this is the best of the bunch. They've managed to grow in rank a little bit and might be a little bit more capable of slaying some droids. Of course, AI derping over here, but we've still got a solid assault going on, so I don't think we need to enact the anti-derp rule or anything like that right now. The clones are cruising through this area a little bit faster now that they're actually, you know, getting going, and they're not getting killed from above like down here. But simultaneously, they are still taking some serious losses as they go. So they're making progress, but also taking extreme losses. It's going to be a tough fight from here on out for the Clone Trooper Legion, I think, because every single one of these little blockades is going to be a huge amount of attrition for the clone numbers, bit by bit. You know, each of these blockades is probably going to be able to get a kill per droid at the very least. I mean, we can check with these droids here. This droid's got 1 kill, this droid's got none, this droid's got 1, this droid's got 1, and this droid's got 3. So yeah, I mean, that's a solid number of kills amongst all of them, and each of these little tiny sections here and there are going to get that many kills probably. And so we're probably going to be looking at 100 clone losses until they make it up here, potentially more. Who knows? It could be absolutely brutal. But yeah, this is pretty boring style of fighting, to be completely honest with you, because it's just kind of long and arduous. So why don't we just time-lapse it as they worm their way up till they get to the top, and hopefully they do get to the top. They could always peter out. You just don't know, especially with these guys. Probably gonna see some explosions down here from grenades. Okay, clone troopers have now made it to this corner, and it's not going well for them in the slightest. They still have a lot of troopers left. You can see at the top left, the blue is them still. But my goodness, my friends. Oh, big grenade. Yep, that's what I was talking about. These droids are going to be able to grenade down here and take out droves of clones that way. And we have like this little kill box right here, where these commandos and these commandos, it's literally just like 5 or 6 of them, are just pouring fire into these guys and getting crazy amounts of kills on these clone troopers. This trooper has 6 kills. Oh, this is just a regular B1, but he has 6 kills as well. This guy's got 5, this guy's got 11, and this guy's got 8. They're wiping these clones up. These two right here, this guy's got 1, and this guy's got 20 kills, and I think that's mainly from grenading as well as supporting the little kill box right here. This guy right here has no kills. He could easily grenade so many clones right there, but he is not at the moment. These guys don't really have any kills. These guys have a couple. Yeah, it's mainly just this immediate area that is resulting in the clones' downfall, and this literally could end their entire battle here. This could destroy the clone trooper army if they're not careful, because they're trying to come in here, they're trying to get shots off, but they're getting absolutely annihilated in the process. So things are clearly not working out too well for them. They keep funneling troops in here, trying to get shots off. They're trying to get to this cover here, which I can't blame them. They want a firing position in which to actually fire at the enemy and not just be out in the open. But they kind of make it there and then get crushed because they don't realize there's troops right here as well. Okay, these guys trying to get some shots off over here, but again, it's still just a little bit too much for the clones. That's going to be a nice grenade. Okay. Oh! Nope. The guy didn't die. Wow. Okay. Bad news bears for the clones here. This could be the end of their run up this mountain fortress. Let's find out. We'll go ahead and let it continue to run. But my goodness. Alright, 5 minutes later, the clones are still stuck here. These two are still alive, these 3 are still alive. These droids over here, okay, there's one of them, and there's the other, so every droid is still alive right here. Oh, this could be the end for the clones. They're trying very hard, but this is a very tight defense right here. Let's continue to let it play out. Alright, boys, it's now been 10 minutes later. There's barely any clones left alive. I don't really see Rex, so I think he's probably dead. This clone's got no kills. This one's got none either, but for some reason he has veterancy, so I imagine he was an AT driver or a TX driver. This guy also probably, because they got no kills, but they have veterancy. Alright, well, there's a squad of clones left. Let's go ahead and, just have them go off. Or try to. I think maybe we'd save the city assault for another day, because right now it's obviously not happening. Yeah, this guy's got 9 kills. This guy's got 20. Clones did finally kill these guys. This guy's got 28 kills. 20, 29, 2, 1, none, 1. My goodness, the clones got hard locked here. So maybe we do a sequel video where maybe we do Commander Cody leading a siege assault of the city walls here, since Rex's men have cleared most of this, and we could just retreat these droids back up here. Let me know in the comments if that's what you guys would like to see, or if you have another idea, maybe a droid counterattack down the mountain, just let me know, and I'll get her done. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and join the channel membership if you'd like some bonus Gates of Hell content. We're doing a German army conquest of Normandy there, and it's really fun. So, I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.